Praise the Lord, mightiest prophet of the Lord.
Amen, Pastor Faustin. The Lord bless you. Well, the Lord has spoken with me. And this past night, the Lord spoke with me about continued distress that is coming upon the face of the earth. I am sure all your listeners and your viewers have for some time now been able to witness the earth gradually drift, the entire face of the earth gradually drift into a tremendous distress of this hour. We are seeing the bloodshed, the prophecy of the fulfillment of the release of the pale horse, how it's consuming the earth all the way from Ukraine down into the Arab world, through Africa and all throughout other nations. We are seeing the tremendous bloodshed. We are seeing the famines. We are seeing global economic distress still eating into the lives of people, nations, and households. However, this night again, the Lord spoke with me about continued distress that will consume the face of the earth, and the purpose thereof being to ripen the earth, to prepare the earth for the glorious coming of the Messiah, and the wind down into the new dispensation of the glorious kingdom of God, the kingdom of the Messiah. Well, in this past night, the conversation of the Lord entailed Him lifting me. He took me to a place and He showed me, the voice said, "Look and see what is about to happen here." Then I saw a tremendous earthquake ravage a place that looked like a mountain. It looks like there is an earthquake that is coming to destroy a mountain, because I see the mountain has reddish soil. Some reddish soil I see. Not really reddish, but yellowish, some orangish soil. But anyhow, the earthquake ravages the mountain. I see a tremendous earthquake that is coming and hits a place that seems to have been a mountain, and then several ravages. So you see small pillar-like tall rocks that are left, a tremendous time befalling the face of the earth. The Lord is speaking in manner very powerful right now. At this hour, He's talking about a great distress that is coming to consume the face of the earth. And in that conversation, the Lord is coming out very clearly and talking about an earthquake that is coming, a severe earthquake that is coming. I have seen the earthquake ravage what appeared to have been a mountain. I did not see the mountain before, but I only saw when the earthquake struck. And the pillars of rocks that remained, pillars of rocks, many, many pillars ravaged. And I also saw a place, in that way He took me to a place that looked like a church. This was a church. It was a church, but it was damaged in the process, and I can see the pulpit, and I can see that at the pulpit was the enemy of the Lord. There were pastors there who are preaching a gospel that essentially crowns them enemies of the cross. The gospel of compromise, the gospel of prosperity, the gospel of the flesh, the gospel of comfort. What we have now, eat it now, how to grow rich, how to be wealthy and healthy and what on this earth. So I saw the pulpit, and then I saw the pews. I saw the benches, but they were damaged, so they were crushed. So the Lord is saying that these things will befall the face of the earth because of the dilapidation and the compromised condition of the church. He's saying the church is at the very center of the agenda of God on the earth right now. That whatsoever happens to the earth right now is essentially centered around God's holy essentials, holy requirements of the church. The Messiah is coming. I have seen the coming of the Messiah. The Lord has shown me the coming of the Messiah. Well, I also hear in this prophecy, I hear the voice of the Lord saying, Western Nigeria. So I also hear Western Nigeria. I don't know whether this earthquake is going to take place in Western Nigeria. It looks to me quite a significant portion, because he showed me with his hand a large portion of the West region. He said from this point onwards. So I also hear Western Nigeria by voice. I hear Western Nigeria, but the earthquake that I've spoken about, that comes and ravages the place and leaves pillars of yellowish, kind of purple, orange, yellowish and orange rocks, pillars of rocks. It looks like it ravaged a mountain. Well, that earthquake, these are the signs the Lord spoke about. And the church ought to be by now watching her news and reading her news and listening to her news, using her spiritual eyes and her spiritual ears. But I hear Western Nigeria, Western Nigeria. So the Lord has continued in his relentless pursuit for the nation of Nigeria. As we know it very well, the nation of Nigeria has taken unto herself a gospel that is totally decayed. They have been the champions of the gospel of money. They have become like the United States of America, of Africa here now. They are the USA of Africa by championing the gospel of money, 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 money. And so the Lord is speaking this very clearly and categorically clear, that this is the hour to return, the hour to go back, the hour to shun anything that does not centralize holiness into the church. Because it says, for without holiness, nobody will see the Lord. For without holiness, nobody will see the Lord. So holiness essentially becomes the central foundation of salvation, the foundation upon which the Lord Jesus launched the church at that Calvary experience, at the Calvary transfer, at the Calvary cross. So may those who have ears listen to the glorious voice of the Lord. Shalom.